Hi there, everyone. We're here to talk to you about the environment and how you and the people around you can help make our world a safer and happier place. First, let's talk about how people affect the world around us and when we really started to damage our planet. We had always affected our environment, but the damage spiked greatly at the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, which began in the early 1800s in Great Britain. A lot of the reason why the Industrial Revolution caused so much damage was the rise of pollution. Pollution is caused when a substance is present or introduced to an environment that has harmful or even poisonous effects. Which one of these is a form of pollution? Air, light, noise, soil, water, radioactive, or plastic? Okay, it's answer time. In reality, all these are types of pollution that humans have caused. We're going to focus most on air and water pollution for the rest of this video, though.
Air and water pollution are some of the forms of pollution that affect the environment on a massive global scale. Due to air being polluted by greenhouse gases, the world's overall temperature is increasing at a faster rate than in the past. What are some ways that these greenhouse gases are being created? A lot of greenhouse gases get created by burning coal and fossil fuels. Burning gasoline as a fuel for transportation and making products in factories also result in increased greenhouse gases. This also has a hand in plastic pollution as well.
Water pollution is also a major form of pollution the world is dealing with. Water gets polluted by trash, parasites, chemicals, and bacteria, which renders the water unsafe to use or exist in for people and other creatures. One way water gets polluted is through dumping chemicals purposefully to dispose of them. Another way is runoff, which is when a liquid often laden with chemicals like fertilizers runs across a surface and into a body of water. Oil spills and littering are other ways that water gets affected by this. Despite littering seemingly being a very minor action by an individual, trash that isn't disposed of properly, especially plastics, can and have become a massive problem and have a huge impact on the environment. An example of this is Trash Island, also known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. This patch is twice the size of Texas and entirely composed of plastics and other garbage.
Why is protecting the environment important, though? There are a lot of reasons, but some of them are drought, severe storms, extinction of lots of creatures that help the environment stay stable and healthy, flooding, starvation, poverty, displacement, disease, and even ocean acidity. But what can be done? There are thankfully lots of things people can do, both on an individual scale as well as a more united force. Some things are renewable energy and slowly letting go of things that run off of fossil fuels. There are many different ways that can power people's homes now, including solar power, wind power, and hydroelectric power, which is generating energy with flowing water. These forms of renewable energy are sustainable and not a finite resource, unlike fossil fuels, which will be used up and cause lots of damage to the world around us. Conservation for animals and plants, learning about the creatures we share the world with, is a very important thing to do. There are lots of animals and plants that keep the world and the environment stable and healthy, including some like keystone species. A famous example of this is gray wolves in Yellowstone, which were hunted to extinction there. The elk population ended up increasing too fast and grazed too much, making the lovely national park barren. With effort and the wolves being reintroduced, Yellowstone has returned to being the beautiful place it is today. Even as something as normal as recycling can be a massive help for the world. Instead of throwing everything away, sending it all to landfills which have too much garbage to deal with as it is, checking that things like bottles, cans, and paper can be recycled in your area, and cleaning them can help make sure things like the huge trash island don't continue to get bigger. The environment and the world around us is incredibly important to protect. We hope to have inspired you all to learn more about how we all can protect our planet, and please remember that even if your action may seem small, help is always help, and let's try our best to make our world a happy, healthy, safe place for everyone.